They've got many of options. Defense, what we started to see.
We got a recruit. Okay.
We did this before. Just wait until it's got
Oh,
the
yeah,
timer
yeah,
down
yeah,
first.
yeah.
But yeah, there it is.
There
it has
it is,
locked in,
there
so
it
he
is.
is
I
taking
said that
a
with
recruit.
Buck last time.
Yes, exactly.
Oh,
All he
Buck.
said was,
Oh,
ooh,
never
Buck,
mind.
ooh.
Yep, never
This
mind.
is, of course, patch 2.3 now, though, on the console, so it is the slightly increased Buck shotgun breach stuff, but still not quite.
Yeah.
But the other thing we started to see a lot of today on on EU console was heavy recruit play on defense as a second or third
I think I saw
roamer.
2.
Yeah, we saw 2
recruits.
recruits and a Jaeger as a 3-man
So people are really
roaming squad.
liking the C4. Obviously the barbed wire, but
Yeah,
the weapon.
It was more the barbed wire, I think, to be fair.
Interesting.
Because they were using it as like early warning system. They were putting it up in doorways, putting it up all around the floor they were roaming on, so that people could not move around that floor and sneak up on them without taking the barbed wire out. But yeah, either way, they also had the 416, which is a brilliant weapon, or
really
they could
good.
add the MP7, but yes, there's still all of that for them. That was a very strong defense.
It's good seeing more and more recruits.
It is, but down into the basement then is the first defense round for Nemesis.
Pretty much classic.
Definitely classic. Great.
Ooh,
I mean, he's moved a little bit. He's moved left to right. I honestly think he just walked away from his controller because his team don't seem to be too worried that he's not moving.
Interesting.
Cuckoo.
Just making
A big hole in one side. Titan headed upstairs. Team running these batteries around by the locker wall. Won't worry too much about.
Probably not going to do the battery trick here.
Juggling.
You don't really see that, do you?
He may do it this side. He's still holding one.
I never really see that.
No, it is
they can
rare
just fuse
because
right
in
through,
this
or they can
location
shoot right through there.
it is very easy to shoot through that hole. Thing is, you can shoot through that hole to do the single wall to his left, but it's very hard for them.
Well, they've already breached.
Now that that's open, he can't battery trick the one on his right. So
It'd be interesting if someone could keep it, like the battery trick here. It does seem quite scary.
yeah, but there we go. He's trying to try it, pulls it off. Doesn't get it on the right wall though. It goes straight on open. Now the recruit shield.
Nice to see shield play, by the way.
Yes, good to see shield play on the Xbox.
Yep.
And recruit shield of it all. I mean, Blitz is arguably coming back into favor as the stronger shield these days, but they're looking for the mobility in this recruit. And they've got the smoke grenades and the normal grenades.
Look at the intel you get with your shield.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why we always say, like, they're quite good.
Yep, you can just stand there in these doorways. The grenade wasn't exactly wonderful, but it allows XX Great to take that kill onto King Dam very quickly. He's come back from being AFK as Titan takes down Collateral as well. Great inside. Titan still firing out through one hole. Either way, wow, very nice shot onto Havoc. And they're getting aggressive on towards this recruit shield now aside. He's managing to lock Bandit behind one edge, but does pick up a kill on Titan. But has to dance left and right around this doorway again as Cuckoo is pressuring him from one direction, and Bandit is looking to sprint out again, but manages to duck behind the shield with the reload. Down the main stairwell there comes Duckies, and he gets Cuckoo from behind as well now. Into the locker room goes the shield. Doesn't know where the hell to look. Goes for the push forward, misses the melee. Goes for it again, forcing Redeemer to position sideways. Doesn't get stumbled, but shot in the side. There we go. It was a matter of time before Swaggy Poo realized he can fire through that wall onto the side of the shield.
I think I would have liked Duckies to stay with him.
I like the idea. I mean, they needed the double threat, and we've talked about this many a time. The shield was taking a lot of aggro at that point.
It was distracting, that's
Duckies
true.
could still do this. He needs to survive that flank from Great there around the back.
Oh, whoa.
Bandit's really low. Has to turn tail and run. He needs to reload his main weapon. He's got the time now that he's made sure he can't be flanked. 30 seconds is enough to kill these two people. He turns sight and leans on out.
Was he trying to bait them by hitting that?
No, he was... When you're in console, you can't lean until you aim down sights. He tried to lean before aiming down sights, and that's the melee button. So, he's checking for him. They managed to be more patient this time and slow him down. Sees XX Great. Didn't quite land the shots in time, but he got very close, but ultimately they calmed down a little bit. Nemesis were running around and hunting him quite a lot to begin with, but they realized at that 30-second mark that they should slow down a little bit because they could still end up losing that if they weren't careful.
The shield really caused a distraction there.
Yes, the shield did a lot of work.
Really caused a distraction.
But not enough, as it would seem, as his team have picked off around him. And they do lose round number 1. Nemesis successfully defending that basement. Now switching it up, giving it over to AGG. And here we have...
Back to the armory.
Yeah, basement defense from them. Standard Fantastic 5 on attack.
Mm-hmm. Let's see what they do. Let's see if they can defend as well.
They started off by blowing a few holes between A and B and heading on upstairs. They don't have a shield to contend with, which I'm sure they're going to be happy about. Trying to take out as many drones as possible, grabbing it 2.
Set up the traps.
Tornadoes upstairs reinforcing all the trapdoors again. Nothing too out of the ordinary, to be fair, when it comes to setting up defense on this bottom floor.
I don't think Nemesis had a Roma, did there?
No, Nemesis did not.
Interesting.
They had a guy on the stairs, I think, but that was about as far as he went. And then they just go incredibly mobile while inside, sprinting around, doing a lot. So, AGG with a late reinforce here.
Ooh, that is late.
Oh, this is going to get tight. Tucky's going to successfully do one, but Cuckoo's going to be here. He's going to hear him put it down on the second one. Cuckoo doesn't realize that he could have been spraying through there all the entire time.
Decides to drone, I believe?
Yeah.
Yeah, jumps on his
His drone instead.
Oh. There it is.
Swaggy Poop making a hole here above Havoc's head. Duckies though, wow, very nice shot by him. Straight upstairs, roaming around, takes out Great through the main entrance. Now, he's got to be a little bit careful though, as they're going to try and hunt for him, but he could also pick up and do some more damage here if they are not careful.
That's a scary thing about being a roamer, isn't it? Like, it's nice, but people want to kill you.
I mean, I think they want to kill you no matter where you are on that.
Yeah, but it's a fair
Titan comes on in, and he goes down to Duckies as well. Nice, picking up 2 now, with 4 minutes even finished on the clock. Double checks again behind him. This time it's safe and clear though. They've rotated around towards the garage location. Swaggy Poo on his drone will now get spotted, killed off. And they know where Duckies is hiding, roughly.
He's doing well.
Drone gets safe and inside again. Now it's been picked up. This time it gets killed off. Cuckoo's drone is now close by as well.
Yeah, there we go.
What a shot.
That's what I mean by people want to kill you. They want to get rid of you. Because you're kind of falling in the side, aren't you?
Swaggy Poo with an instant headshot through there.
Yeah.
And we'll now use his 3rd and final Twitch drone. But, again, killing 2 people is very, very good, even if you do go down afterwards as a roamer. And, well, he also wasted half of their round timer to make it happen.
Yeah, I mean, you don't even need to kill anyone as a roamer, just causing them to break into that time.
Having a bit of issue with the wire, but that'll be destroyed anyway.
Nice. I think you want to throw it inside.
Yeah.
There we go.
Throws it underneath the edge.
Oh, tagged him.
Tornado does get tagged, but not taken down too low. Redeemer now taking a lot of damage himself. Cuckoo will take down Collateral upstairs, and Swaggy Poo takes down Havoc. The diffuser's still outside, so AGG went from having a man advantage to being a man disadvantaged. Down the stairs comes Cuckoo, gets taken out because of it, but across the doorway goes Redeemer with a peek and takes down Tornado. Suddenly Kingdam has to find 2.
And that's what I'm talking about by aim as well.
In the corner. He doesn't really know exactly which corner. He could be spraying through and killing him, but he doesn't know of this. But Swaggy Poo's in the lockers, goes for the shots onto him, but his aim is a little bit too low.
That's what I'm on about by the aim. Like, he had a really nice angle on him. He waited for him, and he still lost that firefight because it's just, you know, superior aims.
There we go. Yeah, he's aiming the headshot as opposed to the rook there, which is aiming pretty much crotch level.
Yeah, exactly. It's not like AGG are playing it wrong. You know, they're in all right positions. They're doing well with that. It's just when it comes down to it, 1v1, they're usually losing them firefights.
Yes.
Yes. Going back with a recruit, possibly. I'll wait, but
yeah.
I mean, it did kind of work for them.
Yeah, I think they will stick with it, to be fair. You're right. They are attacking the top floor now, so it's a little bit tougher, but it still helps you gain a lot of information about where people are and just stand there and soak up damage.
Yep.
So.
Or just causing distraction as well. Like, you can get the intel, but you can cause that distraction. They want to get rid of you.
Yep. And it is pretty uncommon for teams on the Xbox, to be fair, to use C4. And we've got one here on Capcan from Cuckoo and a second one now on Swaggy, but they often use it for holes in walls these days rather than actually saving it for shields. But if they now suspect that AGG are going to be running shields, because of course not many people do before, then Maybe they're going to start to hold on to it and start trying to take him out with that.
I think if shields are used more and more, then we will see people saving the C4 for that, because it's just such a good tool for shields. It's just amazing versus them.
Yeah.
Attackers have recovered their diffuser.
So,
Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
where are you going? Titan goes down to the bottom level. Everyone else stays here on the objective floor, but actually in the other side of the building to the objective floor. As King Dam, Tornado and Collateral start to make their way in towards the garage location.
They always haven't really made a hole into B like normal teams, like, you know, from A to B. They usually make a hole.
Yep.
They haven't made anything.
Titan then was watching the bottom of this ladder. Cuckoo now is looking into the garage, making a hole with his pistol through that newly breached wall. Slight peek here, but Tornado leading the charge now, knows that Titan is downstairs, uses his soul grenade down there before the Twitch drone heads down. Now Cuckoo, in that new hole he's made, is starting to spray through inside the objective room. Tornado realizing he needs to stand there and block a lot of the damage.
Swaggy and Cuckoo, it's a nice crossfire that.
It doesn't allow them to stop that breach go through. King Dam and Ducky taking down Titan and Swaggy Poo at exactly the same time, so the 5-5 strength suddenly switched back in AGG's favor. Duckies with a nice flank on Titan downstairs. Great now comes downstairs to take him out, but Duckies was very, very low already. Does get a tag, no frag though. Now still sitting on the stairwell. Cuckoo upstairs, keeping an eye on Tornado with that diffuser from the other side of the room. And, well, Redeemer starting to make a hole to try and get this feet into the garage. Sees King Dam can't quite land the shots. Great still downstairs. Looking at the bottom, Havoc will take down King Dam with a team kill as they strafing across in front of each other. Tornado goes for the plant, turns his back to them in the smoke, has the shield on his back, so the plant will go down. But Cuckoo's pushing forward into the garage. C4 is out, it's going to land right next to Tornado and take him down, but Havoc will finish him off for it, traded it out. Now they just got to hold the diffuser, and Havoc's in a good spot to do so. Great comes up the stairs, but he's got a flashbang in his hand. Great gets taken,
takes him though.
Takes down Redeemer. Redeemer takes it off the side, actually. Havoc now holding the diffuser. Collateral takes up the kill onto Great as he sprints out onto him, but Redeemer is already on the diffuser and it's there. I don't know why Twitch was holding onto a flashbang there at all.
Defenders have disabled the bomb diffuser.
She also had all the time in the world to just panic throw it in some direction and shoot Jaeger as he was coming up the stairs. But never mind.
It was close.
AGG are getting closer and closer every round. But they just cannot make it stick right now, and Nemesis are up 3-0.
I mean, that's what matters. It doesn't really matter how close the rounds are. If you're not, you know, finishing them, it's just going to be 0-3. So.
Oh yes. Back down into the basement then is AGG's defense attempt number 2, taking exactly the same operators as before with no worries.
Attackers need to locate
And defending against the same operators as well.
See if they can correct what they did wrong.
Yeah. Which again wasn't a whole lot.
No, it wasn't.
They got very, very close the second time, but still need to make it stick.
Attackers have discovered the
And
location
start
of a
warming
bomb.
their way in. Looking to stay
Attackers
alive
have located a bomb.
A lot of drone movement going on here, to be fair.
Get us as much intel as they can.
That's what I mean, they don't gain anything right now.
5 seconds left.
Drone phase is more of a get inside.
Bomb diffuser.
Kind of hide.
Yeah.
Create your own CCTV kind of things.
Like, really good teams now have preset points where it's, okay, when the bomb site is here, which you obviously figured out pretty damn fast, when the bomb site is here, your drone is here, your drone is here, your drone is here, and so you know exactly where your drones need to be for your initial push. So we want to go through here, so make sure we have drone here, here, and here, check them, we know we're then clear, go straight in. Bam. There's still a lot of drones running around there that didn't seem to have a set place to sit and hide. So, interesting to say the least. But Ducky's now roaming around upstairs again, is looking for these early kills like he did before, but this time he's been droned out, and now Great knows roughly where he is.
Probably going to be ready for him this time as well.
Maybe. Prone's around the corner, sees Great, but Great will go taken down. Ducky's though has to try and get out alive now after trading 1. Got 2 last time, remember. Swaggy Poo going around to the same location that he just got that kill onto Great in. He's still aiming a little bit too low here. The head height is far higher, buddy.
And that's another thing you see with top teams, it's usually they are aiming towards head.
Sprinting left and right, just dodges past this doorway as Duckies looks to peek through it in. Now he goes inside the next room. Ducky would have seen him do that. Gets inside this garage just with seconds to spare and stays safe. Now catching everyone else by surprise, and he does. He gets Redeemer down. He goes.
Ducky's
Picks up
roaming,
a
man.
second kill. Ducky's roaming is doing a lot of work
Not
because
bad.
he's being droned out initially and then nothing else afterwards.
I
Breach
like
charge
it.
onto the wall right next to him. Will blow it right open. The shots are coming through, and he
Go
gets
on,
Titan as
Ducky.
well.
I'm
Talking
liking
about how
this.
his shooting skills may be the one that comes into question, but he's definitely the stronger shooter today.
Oh yeah, he's doing them proud right now.
Or on this round, anyway. Cuckoo and Swaggy Poo in there. Cuckoo's drone will be the one that spots it. Swaggy Poo now on the other side of that wall. We'll see him. Tags again,
Nice.
but no one going down. Cuckoo now still outside a sledge. You need to move and position.
Because
Ducky.
like a one-man
There we
team
go.
at the
So
moment.
Swaggy Poo down in the corner finds him. Can't land the shots this time.
Oh.
He could have had someone come up and support him this
He
time.
really could have, yeah. Yeah.
Like, I know they don't need to, and they're playing it
This-
smart with
this-
not suiciding two people. They've now 4v2 with 50
Yeah, this
seconds
is a
on the
beautiful
clock.
dint into the team, isn't
But
it?
all we needed there was one person to come edging up the stairs, and they would have got a good 2-angle on Swaggy Poo
Totally
inside that
agree,
room.
totally agree.
Never mind. Havoc will get him as soon as he drops down the stairs instead. And Cuckoo has to find 4
See what he
and
can do.
plant in 30 seconds, and he doesn't have the diffuser. Shots come rattling past him from both the locker
Bit of a tall order,
and the
this.
end room. Oh, it's a huge order. Sticks one out and looks
Takes
for the
one.
first one. Does down King Dam, who had exposed himself
There he is,
horribly.
okay.
But Tornado finishes Cuckoo off from inside the A. King Dam was getting very, very greedy at that point, sticking his head out that
Ducky,
far in
man.
the corridor.
Ducky.
Yeah,
He's
Ducky
doing-
work.
He's doing really well roaming. Like, he did well last time as well. Well done, man. If he keeps this up, who knows what's going to happen.
Yep.
But
So-
you can't rely on just one person. I
No,
mean, yeah,
exactly.
he did a really nice dint in the team, but you do need a bit more than that. And as you said, like, one of the teammates coming up would have been a really nice idea as well.
I don't know what I did.
No, I don't know what he did. There we go.
Okay, I did that. All right.
I wonder what's happening. But yeah, like he could have, as you said, he could have asked for a teammate to come up, or a teammate could have supported him. Just something as simple as that would have
Was it
just
one
reinforced that
person
position.
going towards the stairs. You knew they weren't going to be such a multi-angled threat anymore because so many people were dead. Just come up to the stairwell.
Attackers have discovered
Would have
the
given a quick angle to cover his back. Would have been nice, but never mind.
Mm.
The round is one all the same, and that was definitely on the back of Duckies himself.
I think, like, I don't want to keep going back to it, you know, saying good teams and not as good teams, because you know, AGG, they're doing well, but I think when you do consistently win, you do make them reads where you're asking for a teammate to support you, and then you get that added benefit to it. And when the people who maybe aren't winning as much, they don't make that read, and they just keep that roamer by himself, and eventually gets picked off, and then you lose that guy when you really didn't need to.
Attackers are moving to defuse a bomb.
So that's the difference between, like we saw earlier, Crisco and BIOSB would always be there as a combo because they can always then back each other's back.
Exactly.
As opposed to a team here where, yes, Duckies is doing great roaming on his own, but eventually teams will figure out how he plays, and when he's on his own, they'll be able to shut him down easy.
And if there's just one threat, then all they need to do is take out that one threat, and then they'll feel very confident in attacking your team as well.
So, AGG on attack again, this time without the... Oh, very nice. Without the shield, without the recruit. Do take out the bandit as he's trying to put a battery on the wall. This is why you can't normally battery trick this location.
That's what I was
so
talking
good
about.
job to
Yep,
Havoc.
Yep. Very risky part. I don't feel there's too much of a point doing the battery trick here, but
Most teams agree with you now, they just don't do it. But they give it a shot, and they lose a defender because of it. So Havoc watching into the A. King Dam's used both his charges, now opening up the 2 different walls, and Ducky's
Already
going
in?
inside upstairs.
already in looking at the stairs.
Yeah, he is 2 floors up though. Will drone his way down now. Tornado looking through another hole. Collateral still droning.
Just getting that intel on them.
Nice jump on inside. We'll spot Titan inside 1. Cuckoo on the stairwell. Not a whole lot of info around the rest, but Ducky is still checking the other floors. Tornado now droning 2. Collateral pushes forward, but ultimately, AGG, yes, you've opened up some walls, but you're not making a hell of a lot of move inside now.
Nope. They're getting a
And,
bit
well,
scared. Bit scared of the holes.
Down Nemesis is going to stick their heads out too far into your angle. They're the top team for a reason. Grenade will just about destroy
we were
XX
really
right
close
there
to the
inside
Jaeger.
the A room.
Great,
How
almost
a
died
Jaeger
there.
got grenaded, I do not know. Where were your trophy systems?
But he almost picked him as well. Very close.
Yes, he also peeked out at the same point. Great, they're very, very low as Tornado's now starting to come down the stairwell, look in towards the A room. No one in his eyesight from that side. Right next to him, though, is XX Great. He's looking to try and take out some of this barbed wire. It's risky, but gets away with it. 50 seconds on the clock now. Duckies is still upstairs and just droning down for them. Need to start making a push forward. Barbed wire is taken out. Titan peeks out the end, but Tornado gets back to safety. Finally realizes that drone is there looking for it. There we go. King Dam's now inside. XX Great will be taken out inside A. Titan here on the other side of the wall doesn't manage to see King Dam making his way through. Great, finally taken down completely. All the flashbangs are going off and they're actually doing more damage than good. Duckies didn't see the flank going across the other side from Swaggy Poo. Now he takes down King Dam because of it.
Watch out for the
trap
Capcan
in here, but he does see two people. Cuckoo's one, tags him, doesn't kill him. Titan's another, tags him and gets downed himself, but his team has got into A because of it. They have started to put things down. Tornado gets taken out, but he's downed one player. Now it's Titan versus Collateral, and Titan doesn't win that fight. Collateral takes him out through a wall. Sloppy and messy at the end there from AGG, but they make it work.
Yeah.
All right, you saw him.
Yeah.
Right, Duckies, after that last round of being phenomenal and winning 5-5 to 5-5, could have had 2 easy kills there in the B site and whiffed the shots completely.
He's looking.
He also dropped down the ladder, sees Swaggy Poo running across the hallway, and checks to his right instead and preface it. And Swaggy Poo gets across, manages to kill the thermite off because he gets away with it. Like,
I mean,
it was far from a perfect execution. It was definitely the right idea.
Yeah.
But needed work.
He was in a perfect position. He just couldn't kill them.
Yeah.
I mean, it seems like he feels more comfortable and he's stronger when he's roaming on defense.
I think he was just panicking a little bit, to be fair.
But like, yeah, I mean, from what I can see, it looks like he's a lot stronger in defense, where he feels more like comfortable roaming around his home base instead of like attacking them. And then when he does get into a nice position, which he did, he just couldn't.
No, you're right.
It's like finish it.
When you have the freedom to move because it's your base and you know you're largely safe in everywhere, it's fine. When he's hemmed in a corner and he's panicking, he's scared, it's not quite there. So he just needs to relax a little bit and have some more faith in himself.
Yeah, exactly.
He's clearly got the skill to do it. He's clearly possible. We've seen him pull off the great shots before, but as you say,
I think he's second guessing himself a bit, you know.
Yeah, exactly. A little bit panicky when he's attacking, so he can calm down and do it. But there's still 3 rounds to 2. They won it all the same.
Yeah, they did, yeah.
And it is now time to defend against another Nemesis attack.
So already, I have to say, doing way better than I thought they would. Even though they're losing, like, Nemesis are the top, we have to remember that.
Yeah.
And AGG, they are, you know, they're third.
Yep.
Like, the last third. So, yeah, I mean, I just didn't expect it.
So
Bottom 3, that's what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Last third. Oh, man.
So, push coming in, and already XX Great is in upstairs and on the right, or on the floor here with Frost. Frost takes out a drone and immediately exposes herself to Ash.
And then
comes around the corner though and shuts her straight down. Very quick shotgun shells coming out from Tornado.
I thought that was a bad idea, but I guess it wasn't.
Yeah, with the new Frost, I thought that was an awful idea as well. But he gets the kill and gets away. He is incredibly low himself, but gets away all the same.
Yeah, I like the repositioning as well. Just get away.
Down, get dacked up by
Very
Capcan.
smart.
Yep.
Playing well, man. Playing well.
Get away with it. So they get that man advantage. Now, everyone else from Nemesis being, you know what, we shouldn't have been so aggressive there. Let's slow down a minute. Ooh, he didn't see that Jaeger in there. Oh, Duckies, you didn't need to do that. He peeked his head in that room, didn't see Duckies in there, left, and would have called it clear, but Ducky sticks his head out and kills the drone. Now they weren't sure. Havoc gets outside, takes down Redeemer, who had got in, and now has the diffuser here inside B.
Ooh,
They tried to rush it quickly. Swaggy Poo's coming to the window. A couple of shots will rattle past now from Havoc, but don't land. He can reposition now. He's feeling very, very safe, and AGG must be as well. We're looking for a slight rotate here to hold the diffuser.
I'd bring a Frost in that room.
They put Frost on top instead. Frost can shoot down the floor. Perfect.
Oh, true, yeah.
She's still covering it.
No, that's a nice position.
Yep, it is really nice.
Yeah,
Cuckoo down in a Frost trap inside the garage. So it is 5v2 effectively here, as he will be down and out for a little while. Titan looking to peek inside the B-bombs, taking a couple of tags. Havoc's now in the corner and will be spotted. Sticks his legs out so it gets down.
Oops.
Titan picks up that kill, but King Dam comes in and will down Titan all the same.
Nice.
That's him off the board. Cuckoo gets back up, only to get back down again. Straight away, Duckies finishes him off, and now Swaggy Poo, they know he's in here. He's pinned in here. King Dam grabs it, and it's 3 rounds to 3. And AGG have suddenly started to turn up.
Seeing some good things from him, aren't we? Nice.
Boom.
Yeah.
Thanks for the head. We got a game on our hands, boys.
We do.
Yeah, we do.
We're not expecting this.
No, like, Nemesis, to be fair, are straight up getting cocky.
Maybe.
XX Great sprinted into that floor above completely alone. Yes, they tried to drone first for him, but then he just sprinted for the kill and lost it. There was no one else there then close. That was him down and gone. Cuckoo was going solo in towards the garage. Didn't even check what was underneath the window properly, even though they already knew there was a frost.
And that drop, that diffuser drop.
Yep.
Like, that was a
diffuser
bad drop.
He was inside B. He probably droned in there, went, oh, B's clear, I'm going in. Goes inside, gets slaughtered. Bandits flanks in behind him because he didn't have proper cover again.
So
all it needed was a twitch in the window, and Bandit wouldn't have been able to sprint in behind him and kill him like that. But there was no cover there because he just went in solo. Goes inside, Redeemer gets taken out. Bang, diffuser's down, locked inside, and now AGG have a two-man advantage. Cuckoo's down in the garage because he can't look at his feet properly, and the rest of the squad are now sat there and stuck outside with no diffuser and 5 people staring at the same doorways.
Could be possibly underestimating them, just like we did. You know, it could be the same
100%.
kind of mindset, like, oh, we're at the very top. I mean, they can kind of mess around because they are at the very top, but it, you know, it would be nice to.
They're at the very top, yes, which means they're about to go and play the 2 best European teams in less than a week's, or whatever the hell the finals time is, like in a few days' time. 7 in the morning, whatever time was it? 3 in the morning. Times and dates are gone from me now, but whatever. They're about to go and play the best teams in Europe pretty soon.
Yeah.
And yeah, you don't want to be mucking around at this point. You still want to be taking it as seriously as possible and learning and getting as good as possible.
Yeah, definitely.
So you got big money and big pride on the line. Anyway, the attack coming back in here from AGG. Breaking open these walls again. And they're making their push forward.
Ducky seems to attack the second floor every time.
Yeah, well, he's their roam player, right?
Yeah.
And quite often than not, that main roam player also will end up playing a Sledge or an Ash and do exactly this. Come in from different angles, make holes of their own with Ash or make holes of their own with Sledge.
Yeah.
And and get that flank on using the mobility.
Yeah, I use Sledge. I do.
Or
I think I do like the
using
roll.
the SMG-11 like Tornado is here on the flank because it's stupid. So we'll see. He's droned in. There is a player in this room with him. We'll see if he's got an idea of where it is. It's Cuckoo. Cuckoo's trying to peek out into him. Doesn't want to come too much further around. There's the shots coming across, and there's Tornado with the headshot. More reaction and luck than judgment, but gets him all the same. Doesn't take too much damage for his trouble either. And it is a man advantage again for the attacking team, but this time a little bit of saving grace for Nemesis. There's not a whole lot of time on the clock here for AGG. Minute and 20, and they're now starting to push downstairs.
Ducky kind of second guessing himself again.
Yeah,
looks like
not
Matt
entirely sure where it is.
Looks like he's going to be pushing the garage again. Maybe even the same way.
Yeah, I mean, go for it. Team's looking the other way. He goes, doesn't need to. Redeemer taking down one member of AGG though. Tornado on the stairs, trying to get rid of some barbed wire, but above him is yet another player, and it is XX Great looking for that flank. He's making a lot of noise in his way down.
Yeah, I think he's definitely heard him.
Tornado definitely heard him. Titan take down Havoc down on the floor below as well. Time for Sledge to reposition.
Smart player just waiting there because he knows they need to push, so there's no reason that he needs to push. He can just go behind them when they are going for the bomb.
Titan peeking just the wrong timing there for Tornado as well. Still watching into A. Still doesn't see Titan down the end now. He looks for him. Still doesn't see him. Taking a while here. Down to 28 seconds on the clock.
Yeah.
Ash is looking at the stairwell above him, so he knows the next XX Great will be covered now. If Tornado tries to push down,
wow,
they're still hovering around. You need to get inside here, AGG.
It's 15 seconds.
Redeemer finally stands up into peak, and that's the moment that Collateral's not paying attention. Tornado will take down, or be taken down on the stairs, but Ducky is taking out XX Great in the process. Not going to matter though.
Once again, man.
Only 5 seconds on the clock. Just stay alive, boys. Just hide in the corner. There we go. AGG, you started off great. You had 3 solid rounds on the trot, but then you just fall apart there in the last 40 seconds.
Ducky is definitely second guessing himself. He were on the stairs, and then he pulled back for about a minute. Then
he was watching
back at the stairs again.
So when Tornado was down at the bottom stairs, peeking into the basement, Ducky's was watching the floor above him, so that when XX Great came down to try and flank Tornado, he'd kill him, which is what he did. When XX Great tried to come down, Ducky killed him. But because Tornado stayed on that stairs for so long and didn't push into the objective, Great stayed upstairs for just as long because he knows until Tornado starts pushing in, he doesn't need to move.
Ducky was kind of hovering around the stairs and the garage, though, weren't he? He was like going back and forth, unsure what to do.
Just because he couldn't go any further in because his team was still hovering around outside. Like, it was the right play there to make. Like, yes, he's second guessing himself in some senses. He's missing shots that he shouldn't have in a couple of rounds before. But I think he played that one right, considering he was playing it for his team. And that's what they needed him to do. It was a little worse in the long run, hence why they lost the round.
Yeah.
But for what they wanted him to do there, he played it right.
Okay.
Now, there we go. Like both Tornado and Collateral stood there in like the lockers and on the stairs, going, "Please stand up, please stand up, please show me your head, please." It's not going to happen, dude. It's 30 seconds. They're going to wait for you. They needed to coordinate some kind of push onto someone.
Well, they don't have to peek. That's
exactly.
The thing. They
but
literally
Collateral
don't
and
have
Tornado
to peek.
needed to coordinate a push into one of those three that was downstairs. Then Duckies would have killed Great as he tried to come down and backstab them. Then they'd have got the 3v3. And maybe with their push into one way, they'd have traded out one person, 2v2. Could have been great, but yeah. They waited so long and Nemesis was like, well, we don't need to peek. And funnily enough, it timed out. AGG on defense of the same location now, though. So let's see if they can either pull off the same thing or if Nemesis have a better way to handle it as they start to make their push forward. Cuckoo's sort of still here. There we go. Wandering around. Straight
Straight
looking to make his way straight in upstairs again. So the rest of his team are opening up the floors below, same as ever. But Great being a little bit more cautious this time with his positioning, his moving once he gets inside. Not going quite so far forward and so aggressively in without his teammates or drone support. Being a little bit more cautious this time. There is still Duckies upstairs to be aware of. And it is right upstairs, way up on the floor above
And
him
we've been
again.
seeing some really good stuff from him with his role play. And his move position as well.
Yep.
So they're probably looking for him, in fact.
Yeah,
on
I'm
the
pretty
third-
sure they are.
on
They were
that
droning
floor.
for him on the floor below.
So they're a bit confused. It's
Great
like,
has
where is
checked
he?
every room with the drone in front of him as well, so they're not entirely sure where he is. They've got to be cautious of him. But they are swarming the floor below, and now it's up to him to make that push back down here with the proper timing to actually make an impact and not just do a whole lot of nothing. Great will break up one barbed wire and then punch through the next one. Titan spraying in towards A and Tornado, but he's behind a shield, so he's not going to be worried about it. Tornado looking to get between the gap, and neither of these shots landing too much. Cuckoo's still droning and has now found Duckies, but Duckies will find Great even before Cuckoo can respond. He's making his way down.
Yeah,
Havoc, same
him.
time, taking out Swaggy Poo as well. Same things as he's done before. Oh, nice peek outside, and he will get the headshot onto Titan in the back. Nice little position thanks to the breach charge his opponents put in.
Seriously?
And he takes Cuckoo out as well. Here we go.
His role play on this map.
And somehow Redeemer doesn't get a headshot there onto Tornado. Tornado winning that firefight with a headshot, but ultimately, even if Redeemer had killed him, I think Redeemer was fighting an uphill battle there with so many people left alive.
He looks so comfortable when he's roaming on defense.
Yep.
I just wish I could see that on attack from him.
But now we're on to overtime.
Wow.
AGG versus Nemesis. We saw Nemesis last week only just dropping their first map ever last week.
Yeah. Who was that to, do you know?
Onslaught.
Ah, okay.
The team one step below AGG.
Yeah, I just saw that. Second to last.
But they could be on the cusp of dropping another one now if they're not careful, because AGG have got 2 defense rounds here on the trot.
Can we have a quick look at Ducky Scott? Yeah, I had a
Does that
feeling.
surprise you at all?
No.
Yeah. Yeah, they've now got 2 defense rounds here in overtime, which they've been doing pretty solidly on recently. And as you say, Duckies has been doing pretty solidly on recently.
He's just roaming. Like, what I'm wondering is, what happens when Ducky goes down? Does that mean they're going to lose that round? So
Judging by history,
that's kind of like a weak link, really. If you know, like
Well,
you take that out and then
that's what I was saying at the start, right? It's like
chink.
Hereford is one of these maps where if a team is not perfect in defending, a good team will exploit it. That weakness, as you just said there,
is Ducky
is
dying.
Ducky dying.
Yeah.
What what Nemesis haven't been able to do is exploit that.
He's doing really, really well, but
I think Cuckoo's controller may be dying.
no, I don't.
Something
Maybe.
is going on. Whatever. It's past the first 15 seconds of the round, so he's got to live with it. Great looking to make a hole in the front lobby. Ducky sprays onto him. This time he doesn't land the kill so quickly.
The thing about Ducky like doing so well here, it's amazing, but because him dying might completely cause them to lose a round, it's not really the strongest strategy, is it?
No. It's a lot of pressure for them. So you see there the kind of impact this guy is making. When we start seeing the firefight from Titan inside the objective, takes more damage than he gives out really though. Especially as Tornado can revive himself if needed. Collateral holding some more tight angles. Ducky still a little bit unsure. But what a shot!
God. I swear.
As soon as he sees the hole open, he pre-fires it, takes Redeemer down,
He's doing so
sees one more, takes down Great as well.
He's doing so well,
Ducky's
Roman.
is single-handedly winning this game right now for his team, taking down Cuckoo.
He's going so big,
Got a hold
man.
two more, sprinting across his walls.
Oh, why did he
though.
do that? I didn't need to do that.
He needed to reposition.
It don't matter, he's killed 3 of them again.
Yeah, exactly. He needed to reposition.
Oh my god.
He wasn't expecting them to be on top of each
Some
other,
eyes
because to
might
be
be on
fair,
this guy.
before Nemesis are very spread out. You notice he kills one by garage, kills one on the other side, kills one in the hallway. Like, they're not so on top of each other. So expecting Swaggy Poo to be in exactly the same place he just killed the guy, I can forgive him for not expecting that.
Yeah, true.
And as you said now, he's killed 3 people
And-
anyway.
and
so
again-
his team now only has to defend against 2, and Titan is coming down the stairwells. We'll get to that in a second.
Yeah.
Titan coming down the stairwell with the diffuser and 1:10 on the clock. Swaggy Poo's droning for him first, but will lose that drone now. And Titan has to be very, very cautious about making his way down here,
Like, it's
because
called-
Swaggy cannot watch his back.
It's called Titon, but the way he's done his name, it looks like Titon.
It does, yeah. It does. Tit0N.
Yeah.
But there we go. He's rotating around toward the outside. This is where he was shooting Tornado from before, and he's so low health because of it. Swaggy Poo still at the top of this ladder. Nose Kingdom's holding, and good job from AGG again, holding very, very tight down in this bottom level. Not getting impatient. Hear him in the bar wire now, so they know Swaggy Poo is downstairs. Kingdom's going for the fire across the corner,
Takes him.
but cannot get the shots to count. And he gets downed himself. He's going to stay prone and in a way though. He's alive because of it. And
That's
down
interesting.
she goes. That's the power of a Capcan trap. Don't have to blow her up with it, but because she had to position to shoot it before she could go through and kill Rook, Capcan manages to shoot her himself. Tornado now looking to Titan outside. Repositions around to left-hand side. Will get the down onto Doc, but Doc has to get himself
There
up.
it is.
And while he does so, Havoc can finish off Titon. The defenders win round number 1.
Titon. But once again, Ducky, he did it for them, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Oh.
So the scoreboard again, in case you can't do basic math, but 16 and 6.
It's going to be a 20. Oh, that'd be quite
Hey, we've
crazy,
got
actually.
2 more rounds on the board. He could hit a 20 bomb
That would be quite crazy.
right now.
It's just, yeah. I mean, once again, it's just so comfortable roaming in defense on this map.
Yeah.
It's like he's psychic. He knows where they're going to come from at the moment. Really amazing when you're playing like this. But it's
So-
feeling really good.
Oh, he's going to be feeling great right now.
He's doing that again for some reason.
Whatever
Oh,
the
come
hell
on.
that is.
Alright.
Okay. Just a little pirouette to start the round, I think.
Put it away.
Yeah. So, off they go again. Great this time. It's normally the man running around upstairs and taking that first initial battle with Duckies. But as you say, Duckies' prowess hasn't really been there on attack.
Yeah.
It's more of a defense man.
And that's
so
what I'm saying, like, imagine if he does take what he's doing on defense and pushes it to his attack.
Yeah.
How strong he could get.
the thing is, it is easier in defense because you've got to remember the attackers have to walk to you, they've got to
Yeah,
come to you, they're the
yeah.
mobile guys.
It is
Defense, they
easier.
can just hide in the corner, but yes.
It's the
if he-
confidence what I
yeah,
see. Yeah.
Yeah, if he could somehow translate the same kind of movement into kill after kill after kill to attack, AGG would be on fire. But again, that comes back to being a one-man
Yeah,
reliance,
and again,
which is
you
a one
can't.
thing.
Yeah, you can't rely just on one person.
No.
You need it to be a team effort. It's a team game.
Yep. So, AGG looking to attack now. Great here on the top floor still. Sorry, on the first floor still. Is just running around and keeping himself mobile as the drones are coming in. Will now give himself a trophy system to hide behind. Titan looking through that single wall. Redeemer also giving it from another angle before this hole is being opened up here by Kingdom. Havoc's drone is taken out quickly and cleanly. Swaggy Poo inside the same location as Titan is holding down tight. Great choosing to hide on the top floor rather than be too mobile.
Ducky's just getting
And
intel.
it may keep him alive for now. As Ducky's is droning this entire floor and won't have seen Great, I don't think. Otherwise, Great would no longer be in that tiny corner. And
That's dangerous.
is starting to push this way. So yeah, Great not having been found could be catastrophic here for the attacking team. Ducky's sending his drone downstairs now. He's clearly happy that that floor is clear, and that's a grave mistake here.
He's droning for a long time, man.
He is, especially as he's still on the floor above. So now
Yeah.
Tornado comes down, sits on the stairs again. Ducky's has moved
And then he's
outside.
gone outside anyway.
Havoc is here. Havoc's done work from this position before, but Great's still not moved. Now he's deciding to make an adjustment. And Sledge is on the stairs, completely exposed. Ducky's and Kingdam outside.
Did he just run
Here
it?
comes Great. Making for his push down the stairs. Swaggy Poo is also, he's gone up the stairs into the garage. Now here we see
Nice.
very nice kill from Tornado. It does take Great out despite him being caught by surprise on the stairs. But Swaggy Poo had gone up the ladder and into the garage as well. But he managed to drop back down again to safety. So ultimately all that prep work from Great, and he doesn't really make any kind of true progress downstairs with the flank play.
Tornado
Pushing a bit too soon.
He needs to watch out for Cuckoo here.
Yeah, Tornado looking to make his way down the stairwell, just edging forward and back again. Cuckoo is his threat.
They need to stop pushing from all angles.
30 seconds on the clock, and Redeemer will take down Havoc, but Kingdam takes down Redeemer.
That's
Cuckoo
him.
peeks out, not cautious of where Tornado's going to be. Now
Swaggy
Swaggy
Poo
Poo's
comes
coming
up when he's
forward for it.
reloading. Yep.
Swaggy Poo does get him down though, 2v2. Swaggy Poo now pinned on the stairs though by the Kingdam fire and positioning. Collateral managed to take
Nice
down Titan
positioning
all the
here.
way from B, and that gives him a chance to reposition. Collateral still planting, but Swaggy Poo comes to the
Nice.
doorway, and AGG
Wow.
in 2 overtime rounds cleanly take map number 1, 6 rounds to 4.
What's happening?
I mean, Nemesis have lost themselves a second map. 2
Yeah.
weeks in a row now, they're dropping maps. So yes, they were right out in front and were beating everyone as the weeks began, and
5
have
wins,
now
1
secured
tie,
first
yeah.
place because of it. But these last couple of weeks, it's clearly not quite the same. Teams are figuring them out, figuring out their play, and everyone else is just leveling up that little bit that they are no longer that far out in front.
Yeah. Wow.
Really nicely done.
I
So-
did not expect that at all.
No, I mean, the defense
anyone?
there, I don't think many people did. We're going to switch it over to Bank, and they are staying on the same side. But let's talk about that while we watch the highlights real quickly.
Yeah.
Yes, a lot of it is Duckies right here.
I mean, yeah. Pretty
A
much.
lot of it is
I won't be
this
surprised if all these highlights are him.
But it's
Just
the
saying.
fact that, obviously, like, Nemesis has been playing like this basically every week. But every week beforehand, they were the better shots, and they were winning and fighting and getting the kills instead.
Yeah.
Now, Duckies has stepped it up. Duckies has got better. He's playing stronger and is winning the firefights against them. And suddenly, Nemesis have got to realize that playing solo game don't work. Sprinting in singularly like that isn't working for them, clearly. Duckies tore them apart doing it. They've got to rethink how it is they play this game, watching their backs, keeping a track on this roamer more, because they've clearly never come up against such a
A
successful
strong
roamer in
roamer.
the past.
Yeah. Definitely. I think what they needed to do were, if they knew, because it were obvious that like eventually that Duck is going to be roaming. He was roaming every single defensive round. Once they had an idea where he were, they should have 2-for-1'd it.
Yep.
Like
I mean,
we always talk about the 2-for-1.
It's what they did here, right? So he stands up, he kills one man in there, doesn't expect the Twitch to be in the room next door, and this is the situation where he goes, well, I killed one that side, that means the next one's probably coming from this way, because
Yeah.
that's where they've been doing
But-
before. Stands up, sprints straight into it.
I mean-
if they've been doing that earlier on and go, all right, we know he's really strong, we know he's catching us off guard, let's just stick in pairs a couple of times. Even if we're going in the same location, he can't kill us both so quickly. He'll
Yeah.
get one and we get the bang, look at that.
Or just
Could've
going
been
from 2 different directions as well.
They
like,
tried that. I will give him that. They did try coming from different directions.
but just at wrong times.
At wrong times, exactly. Which allowed him to go, I'll kill you, and then I'll kill you, and then I'll kill you, and they picked them off.
So
when
that-
the two came together, they went, okay, now we got it.
So if they just got rid of Ducky, I think they would have probably taken it.
Honestly,
Which
yes.
is kind of crazy
Like,
to say,
no
because it's
offense
just
to
one
the-
person.
yeah, no
no,
offense to
of
the rest
course
of
no offense.
AGG.
It's just an observation. It
Yeah.
doesn't mean I'm right.
No offense to the rest of AGG, but they weren't shooting as strongly. They weren't playing quite so well in their defense locations. They did step it up towards the end, like, by all means. They still held their own in that final defense round.
definitely.
That last attack round too, Duckies barely did anything. He sat upstairs on his drone,
That's
so the
true.
other guys were
Yep.
still there. They were no means dead weight. But as the rounds went on, I mean, we saw, Nemesis did pick up 4 rounds and threw them very, very quickly, because people just hadn't quite grasped it, they weren't quite there. And yes, it ultimately came down to being most rounds were 5v2, because Ducky picked up 3 kills.
Yeah. It was was a really good game for him.
I believe whatever it was that was causing Cuckoo to spin circles and pirouette, he's gone to solve. We'll try and get word from the admin. From what I could see, I don't know whether he's got something stuck in his controller or a mouse problem or whatever, or a battery problem or something. It was making him spin in circles and do weird whatever the else. But he's back in. We are on bank. AGG are attacking first. So let's get underway.
Let's do it. So, do you think Duck is going to do as good in defense roaming on the bank?
Yeah,
You
maybe
reckon?
even better.
Yeah.
I said this before, like this is a bigger, more open map where roaming and quick repositioning to shoot from a different angle comes stronger. Perfect situation for Duckies. Maybe even better on his attacking play now. You wanted to see it more from the attack side.
Yes,
it's very tough to do that on Hereford because of how small that area can be. But doing it here, much, much worse.
Interesting. Someone's gone for a Montaigne. We don't see, once again, we don't see shield play that much. So it's nice seeing it. It's nice.
We've seen it attempted in this very situation a couple of times, right? They know they're going to be in the bottom.
We have actually seen, yeah, we have.
So what they're going to try and do, same as before, breach in through servers,
use
either
him as the
stand in the
shield,
doorway and use him as the shields
get
while they
the
plant
plan
behind
yeah,
him.
Yeah.
Or, as we've seen a couple of times as well, if they can blow open that side wall, get in, turn backwards, put the shield on your back, start the plant. But the problem they face is they're going to be against the smoke. And every time we've seen teams try it in the past, they failed because they waited so long that then it's just 3 smoke charges and bang, that's 30 seconds gone, you can't plant at all.
Yeah.
So they need to make sure they do it with plenty of time spare, or either kill and displace the smoke before they do it. That's the key thing to winning and using this particular shield strategy.
It is.
We'll see whether it works.
It is still very nice seeing shields like seeping in and being used more. And if it works on this map, why doesn't it work on other maps? You know, so hopefully that starts like you know, seeping into different maps and more shield play is used, because it is a really strong operator. It really is.
Attackers have located a
Shields as a whole, yes. Montaigne.
No, shields.
Less so,
shields. Yeah.
5 seconds remaining.
Montaign's an interesting
You just
one.
said it's a strong operator. I was like, it's Montaigne, he's not, but Shields, yes.
No, Montaigne's okay.
Yeah.
Montaign's like a movable
but
wall.
Blitz is still the best shield.
Attackers dropped the diffuser. Attackers recovered the diffuser.
It's debatable which is. Oh, okay.
So yeah, Montaigne has the numbers, the stats to back it up. Blitz is just, I mean, he's got portable flashbang and 5 of them, for God's sake. Like,
what do you think about Recruit Shield then?
Recruit Shield is really good in different situations because of, as we mentioned, the grenade that he brings to the table, either breach charges or smokes, and the mobility. So it's very situational between that one and Blitz, but in they go.
Okay.
Titan takes down the first kill onto Collateral, but the Frost is in here with Redeemer and that shotgun. So first man is down.
Going the Frost away.
Flashbang goes there to push her out. Titan now to one side. Will show Tornado. He doesn't want to reveal himself to Tornado or Redeemer so much, but Havoc's there to answer for it. Havoc just team killed Tornado real hard. Not so wonderful. Cuckoo out with the C4 will take down Havoc now that he knows the shield is already gone. He doesn't have to worry about that. And Duckies, he was doing that roaming play that we expected, but nowhere near his team.
I seriously do think Ducky's attack is a bit too slow.
I think his other teammates there were too fast.
They were really fast, that is
like,
very true.
It was clear what they wanted the strategy to be.
He's like,
We knew it was going to be a Montaigne, and they were like, right, we've got to get in here. So they immediately went, charge!
He's like inside, he's like, right team, where we going? He's like, team?
Yeah. And like, yeah, they were very quickly inside and then pinned in by the Nemesis defense.
Oh, I saw his feet. Okay,
Yeah, they were quickly then hemmed in and pinned in by the Nemesis defense within that room, rather than slowly edging, taking control of the stairs from upstairs. Duckies could have done it, coming in through the ladder carefully, pushing the trapdoors and making them scared to come in. Instead, they went straight into that room and Nemesis went, all right, great, we'll just come charging in.
That shield was in really quick.
Yeah.
And the team kill, I don't even know what they were about.
Yeah, yeah.
Panic?
They didn't seem to be lined up. Like, even if Havoc was trying to fire down through the little gap into the room, like, that was a tiny hole. I don't know, I think it may have just been an accidental, oh crap, I pulled the trigger, oh my god, the RNG just screwed me. So, I don't know.
Maybe.
Not wonderful, but either way, round 1 is done and Nemesis do pick it up relatively easily in the grand scheme of things. And while Cuckoo teased the idea of running a shield, we're now switching it up to the Fantastic 5, same as normal.
Yeah.
For the Nemesis.
Tried and true.
Down in the basement then, once more, is the defense by AGG. While, yes, I expect we'll see lots of room from Duckies. As I say,
Discovered the
both
location of a bomb.
being a more spread out, bigger area to cover on the upper floors, giving him more space to move, more space to run around. One could play in his favor because of how well he did it in the other map. Two could work against him.
I think it's gone now.
because of how tough it is for him to check all of his flanks
Exactly.
and not get
The
caught
one
out.
thing we were seeing on Hereford were he got to positions where he would see a lot of them push in at the same time-ish, so he'd be really close to them. On this map, there's loads of places they can push from, so they could get behind him. He might take out one person, then they've got the intel of where they know where he is, so they can plan their attack on him more. You know, there's all them type of things. I mean, we will see, but I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. I'm just feeling that he might not do as well with defense roaming on this map. Could be completely wrong though.
Yeah, we'll find out as it is
Looks like he's in the
underway.
right position though.
Yeah, he's in a right occasion. XX Great once again is in very, very quickly underneath him, goes straight through the metal detectors and heads his way downstairs. Starts to make a lot of noise down there, but is now locked out by those reinforced walls. Duckies is still checking its cameras and looking for the rest of the team. Swaggy Poo and the squad are droning around the floors above to try and find Ducky's location.
Here we go.
Looks like Great wants to bait someone here.
Demon gets in. This is what he wanted to see.
Huh?
Not quite the bug, but we wanted to see the thermite breach the trapdoor. Tornado takes down Great on the stairs. That was the smoke play. It's Great. Started to rotate around somewhere and look for another opening. But he's taken on down. Thermite charge now, looking to place it in a slightly different location. Go for the main lobby. Swaggy, Poop, Redeemer, and Cuckoo. Yes, they're inside now, but they're a little bit more cautious. Redeemer firing down through the hole that he just made into the vault. Will take out Collateral. Now they're starting to pressure actually the other bomb site, taking down 8. It's a smart play. Not so many teams really defend this location so much. So, as you can see, King Dam and Tornado are right at the other end, and that gives complete control over Nemesis to the A bomb.
And they just dropped down the
Yeah, they killed Collateral and then just dropped straight through.
Yeah.
Duckies is now being very, very slow as he knows they're around here somewhere but not sure where. Doesn't realize that they're downstairs straight away yet. Kingdom has been downed, but not finished off completely. Redeemer now taken out by Duckies from the trapdoor. So
Nice.
he's now made his position known but drops downstairs. Titan will take down Kingdom. Swaggy Poo wins the firefight over Duckies this time. Can't quite land such strong aim he had before, but everyone is on incredibly low health here from from Nemesis as Cuckoo goes to nothing, being taken out by a cap can trap.
Can definitely do this. Definitely do this.
This is
Just
very
a few
much
little
in Tornado's
taps.
boot. Looks in. Oh, he goes for the
Oh,
C4. Will it be
okay.
enough? It is
A
going to
big
be enough.
tap.
That's Swaggy Poo down. Gets on in. Titan's inside the vault. Here's him on the diffuser. Pros don't fake, but he did. Titan has to turn and run away again. Tornado looking for the idea.
He's going to have to fake and run for it.
Goes for the fake. Standing up is Titan, but he's
You're
incredibly
going to have to
low
run for
health.
him. There you go. There you
Coming for him.
go. Good play.
Could he get the kill?
Nah.
Does get the kill, but it's traded out with a
Traders,
headshot.
Yeah.
In fact, gets the down, trade out with the headshot. Nicely played by Titan, just enough to scare the hell out of him. And even if he did die here without getting the headshot, wasn't enough time to go back and get the defuse. Like that play from Nemesis, really smart adaptations. Okay, they've pushed and controlled servers really well. Tornado is up here in the stairs. We cannot get in there without wasting a lot of resources. Let's try this. Thermite this end. Oh, there's one man down here, shooting through the floor. Drop down, bang. B-bomb site is ours, locked. I love that.
It was very risky though. When the diffuser was down, he was peeking every single time he was doing the bait. If he just waited for that peek, he probably could have hit him because he were looking to see if he were on the bomb. If you sell,
Yeah,
he
yeah,
could have just picked him. So I mean, you do kind of need to do that, but it was obviously very risky.
Yeah. It was more the points that, I mean, sometimes he wasn't even going all the way around the corner. It was just around him with a couple of shots, just trying to scare smoke to just pull off of it. So yeah, it's a risk, but that's how you play that 1v1 situation with the diffuser down. It is dancing in and out. It is a gamble that you make and take, and it worked out for him this time because even though he's on incredibly low health, smoke, the animation time just isn't enough to pick it back up and shoot back in that time frame. So, Nemesis 2 rounds up on map number 2. Defending now the Tellers and the Archives locations.
Once again though, like it shows 0-2, but that last round it could have gone either way.
Yep,
And
very,
you
very
know, we
close
said
again.
that last time.
Yes,
didn't
what
we?
we saw on Hereford. It was the first 3 rounds was
Exactly.
very, very close, could have gone either way, and then suddenly everything that
Did go the other way.
yeah, everything that AGG did suddenly fell into place, and it started to go the other way.
So again, it looks like it's 0-2, but they've been close games. Well, that last one was very close.
And we finally got a pro-level trap Capcom kill.
Huh?
I'm pretty sure that was the first Capcom kill I've seen in the Pro League.
Really?
Yeah, trap kill. I'm sure someone will correct me if it's not, but I'm pretty sure the first Pro League Capcom kill we've seen.
Okay. Very effective traps.
Yeah, Tornado
Obviously,
takes out the one that's here on this window.
We know that they're good for causing them to slow down.
We've seen them cause bullet kills and stuff. We've seen them cause people to get shot. We've not seen one blow up and actually kill it himself. Though. Shield gets on inside, does find the Capcan though, sitting around this corner. Will grenade in now to force him to move a little way. Goes for the shot, but there's 2 of them in there and he has to rethink it. Tornado's alone now. Cannot throw himself away without a second one, but XX great.
Nice.
Actually, DC is being that player that's stuck in the corner. Capcan now is trapped in one corner. The C4 is going to go off. That means he's not on the shield, and Tornado will get the kill. Cuckoo's down. Titan now, though, is up one side. And he will find the thermite. Oh, slaughtered. King Dam in the barbed wire, stuck, and comes around the corner to get that down.
Oh.
The down onto Duckies was landed. Sorry, no, Duckies came up behind. The down was onto Collateral. That would be it. So a nice flank by Duckies there, firing and taking him down while he was focused his attention elsewhere.
It's a nice bop for it's a nice drop for AGG, the diffuser.
For Nemesis, you mean? AGG are attacking. They want that diffuser. Swaggy Poo takes down one, but it's immediately traded out by Duckies again. Duckies doing great with these trades. As Redeemer is the last man in. He doesn't have C4, and now Tornado is looking for his way forward with that shield. Shots will come forward. Immediately crashes the Twitch drone, spots him and forces him to move. And once again, Duckies has gone behind for another potential angle on this. Tornado pushing in with Havoc as support. He's trying to focus his attention on Havoc while Tornado's around one side. Does get that kill onto Havoc by pushing forward. Now Tornado is still being chased, or chasing Redeemer around. But Ducky is there behind him again to grab AGG their first round. And they're on the board again. There it is, Tornado and Ducky right out in front with the kills again. But Titan doing as much as he can at 6-1 on defense. But as of course, we have lost XX Great.
We did, yes.
I'm sure we will get a remake in just a moment as we get word from admins or teams or whatever the hell it is Nemesis wish to do with this, but yeah, there they go. Backing on out with the score at 2-1. So, there we have it. Dropping on out. So, bank 2-1. We mentioned how it is potentially Roma Paradise because of how big and spread out it is and how easy it is to reposition after being spotted or grab a kill.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem to have been working out here yet for Duckies.
I think
basically most of which I think just because they've been defending the basement, not the upper floors.
I think he's doing good. He isn't doing Hereford good because once again, I feel it is easier to understand where they're going to come from in Hereford. And here there's a lot more places they can come from. It's really nice to reposition on this map as a Roma, hard to track down, but knowing exactly where everyone's going to come from, like Hereford, is a lot harder. So that's what I would kind of picture in. So he's still doing all right, as you can see, but he's not doing Hereford all right.
That's true. I mean, there we saw, exactly what you wanted to see from an Hereford on attack there in that last round.
Yeah.
Always there to flank, always there from a different angle. You're shooting my teammate this way, I'll shoot you from this way. Shooting my teammate here, I've rotated around here and I got you here. Like, that was perfect. That's exactly what you want to see from an Ash player. That is where you want it to be, catching those people off guard when your teammate forces him to reposition. Great there. But that's the first time we've seen it from it. So we need it to continue, need it to develop a bit more into later rounds and hopefully have more of an impact later on if they want to turn this back and bring it back into
they got around.
A 3-point victory.
Got around, so who knows?
They did get around.
It'd be quite interesting if AGG do win Nemesis.
It's very
Both
possible.
maps.
Yeah, 2 weeks in a row, Nemesis drop a map. They never dropped a map before.
That would not be nice to go into the finals with either.
No.
That'd
like
be kind of
you've
playing
been
on your mind.
Completely untouchable all season long.
And then what the hell is happening?
And then you're like, all right, finals time, and now we're starting to lose. I don't like this.
But it could cause them to maybe extra train.
Yep,
and
it could in theory kick them into gear
tactics, so
set them off.
There's kind of 2 ways it can go. But it'd be interesting if AGG can take this.
Yeah.
Completely unexpected.
No.
I was honestly expecting like 5-0, 5-1.
Yep,
for Nemesis.
I think everyone was, myself included.
So it's nice. You know, I ruled them out, and I wish I didn't. They're doing well.
It bodes really well for next season too. Like AGG now, if they are stepping the game up to this point, if they are getting this much better, and yes, Duckies is doing a lot of it, and we will be saying that, and everyone will be saying he's doing so much.
Yeah, I mean, you can't get away from that.
Like for him to have gone from what he was doing earlier in the season, which wasn't so much, to now, he's obviously getting better. The team is definitely getting better behind him.
Yep.
Maybe not on the same level, but they are getting better behind him. And as long as they keep that kind of level of train and practice up through to whenever the next season qualifiers stuff and re-qualifiers and whatever's begin, it's a really good sign for them. Like they should be able to re-qualify without any issues, and if they keep that progression going through the entirety of Season 2, then we could be looking at a top team at the end of next season.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, someone to possibly keep your eye out for.
Definitely, the way they're playing. But of course, we still need to finish Bank, as we're just getting the teams back into the lobby
That's
now.
why we're waffling, by the way.
Waiting for everyone to come in and join us.
We can't start the game yet.
No.
It needs to get all the players. You know
Oh, we got 2v2, that'll do. Go!
Start a game, calm. I mean, just magic people or something.
So yeah, they will come in shortly. Let's see. Admins, see if you can hear me. Rewritten versus Excellence, the off-stream game. Play Canal first. Do we have any news or any progress onto how that may have gone?
Not yet.
Nothing yet. Nothing yet at all.
So that must have been a close game as well then, because this has been
either
quite
a close game or they may have been. I know a couple of the teams had issues with people getting home from work in time to play, so a couple of them were slightly delayed.
Ah, okay.
So that may be why. And as an update to you guys, if that is the case, we're going to have an extra long break between Game 1 and Game 2 here in mainstream. Because off-stream, first game, Rewritten, Excellence.
Yeah.
Second game here on stream, Pick Your Poison, Rewritten.
So we need Rewritten,
So Rewritten needs to play Excellence, finish that first, which will be done off-stream, before we can then have our second game take place.
And the second game is going to be very interesting.
Exactly, and we need it to be in that order for it to be as important as it is too.
Yeah,
That's
Well, yeah, we do.
Again,
We can't
technically this is
take them out of it.
exactly. This is technically week 6 and then week 7 games.
We're pushing
so
2 into 1.
Need to play Pick Your Poison before Rewritten play Excellence to follow the schedule of.
Exactly.
You get the gist of it. So there may be quite a delay between, especially if that hasn't begun and we're borderline finishing.
One more person, and we can start. Right?
Ooh, yeah.
You made me question it. It's like I see one person.
Because it's the fact that everyone AGG has tags except Duckies. So I saw Duckies. Oh, he's probably on the wrong team. Right? No, wait. Hang on a minute.
Special.
Double check it while I realize which. Yeah.
You don't need tags.
Yeah. No. So you know what, boys?
All right, cool.
This is my team.
Everyone's here.
Everyone's here. It is Bank. We are waiting around no time at all.
And AGG just took that first game, so possibly momentum what we saw on Hereford,
Yep,
possibly.
LGG 6 rounds to 4. They
And
managed
again,
to take Hereford base.
It was 0-2, but it could have gone anywhere on that second game.
Yep.
So it could have, it could have easily been 2-1 to AGG right now.
I mean, it is 2-1 to AGG right now on this map.
No, it's 1-2,
Sorry,
2-1.
Sorry, to Nemesis. Yeah. So I thought you were talking about the round just finished, not the round middle. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. The diffuse round, the middle round, the second
I'm
round.
confused. It doesn't matter.
Confusing each other.
Yeah.
Never mind, we're back into game. AGG versus Nemesis. Round number 4, technically, is about to go underway. Locker's CCTV will be the AGG defense, as they are yet to successfully defend anywhere. And Nemesis will try and attack it with that standard Fantastic 5.
Yep.
So, as we get this first loading out of the way, Collateral's bringing his cap can again. Chances of him getting his second Capcan kill?
Yeah, maybe.
So we'll see whether or not that happens. I'm gonna guess there won't be a second.
No. Never know. I mean, usually the time you would see that is, and it's even rare, but right at the end when people are rushing him.
Well,
Maybe there's a smoke grenade, maybe a
happen,
shield.
right?
Yeah.
So
exactly.
they were
exactly.
3v1. He had bugger all health. The diffuser was down. They didn't know where the last guy was. Cuckoo was in a bit of a panic to reposition and to get somewhere to cover that bomb. Wasn't checking where he's going. Blows up to the Capcan.
Yeah.
So yeah. While yes, it wasn't the last few seconds as they sprinted into the objective.
It's panic.
It was the same kind of situation.
Yeah. So the times you will see a Capcom trap really kill someone, because again we talk about it. It's about slowing them down. It's about them seeing the trap, completely slowing them down, maybe getting an edge on them while they're looking at the trap, trying to shoot it. When you're actually going to see a kill of it, it'll be when there's a smoke or they're rushing. So it won't be like, oh, I didn't know this were here, because they're all very easy to see, aren't they?
So The AGG defense is once again underway downstairs. Now last time around they put so many people here in this server location that they were quickly flanked by Nemesis on the other end and taken out with ease. Need to make sure that is not the case again. Ducky's upstairs has been droned out by multiple people now. We'll kill off one, but Swaggy Boos has survived. He needs to be very careful now because they are going up onto the roof right above his head on this skylight. Cuckoo is there. He's going to see him. Cuckoo will not see Ducky's though.
Scared of him.
It's not a particularly safe place to peek. But Titan's coming in underneath. Ducky's is going to see him. Titan doesn't see Ducky's for days, and even though Ducky's aim being really off point, Titan drops down for the first kill, but Great will come in to find Ducky's.
Well, they got him.
And, well, takes out that kill. So, on our off stream, Pick Your Poison are playing against Legendary, and Pick Your Poison won that first map 5 rounds to 2.
Wow.
So well for Legendary, a team that are currently in second place with 10 points. As we mentioned, should things go the way of Pick Your Poison or even rewritten with non-stop wins, they could be knocked down from there. Pick Your Poison are underway with what could be that upset.
Well, they'd be drawing. Oh no, they'd actually be past L4 if
they
win
both games.
Wow, yeah.
They'll go up. So,
interesting.
Wait and see.
Well, as we said, it's a fight for second place out of 4 teams, so it could go anywhere.
Yep. So,
we'll see that as the night goes on.
As the night goes on, indeed. Cuckoo running around now with his squad. As Redeemer will thermite through other trapdoors onto A. They, of course, took Ducky down, so it is a 1-for-1 trade, but down to 1 minute and 16 on the clock now. Not a whole lot of time left.
Nice position here.
King Dan coming down the stairs. The grenades are going, smoke grenades
he
going out.
could get a lot here.
He could if they're not on point, but first man through should be seen. It is XX Great, but he takes him down with quick ease.
Wow.
One man off the board, but the smokes are coming out now from AGG as they are all lined up here in this corridor. Collateral taken out, will be picked up again. Havoc now still trying to hold the angle, goes into the shot, doesn't see Great in time. And the breach charge is starting to go out. Great still walking across back and forth from this angle. But the Tornado gets his smokes back up. Cuckoo takes down Collateral from the top again. And now the wall is blown open, they can get in for that plant. Redeemer looking to stick his head in, gets the plant off. Now Great's going to come straight in, try and take the fight with Havoc and will win. And they drop down through the trap 4. Not a good defense. Tornado, why you went upstairs, I do not know.
I mean, to look down here.
No, he's the smoke. Someone else should have done it.
That's true, yeah.
His smoke
Smoke's nice to stay there because you can stop them from
thrown
planting.
into where that diffuser has been planted, and that's the perfect spot for him.
Yep.
Him rotating up there, threw that defense situation away and gave them the plant.
No, I agree. Someone should have gone up there. I was just talking about going to that position. It's not the bad, bad idea.
Nope, someone going up there, great.
But if you have a smoke...
To be fair, the Capcan should have, because he was killed from that trapdoor to begin with. Cap can go up, Capcan can then clear it out, and he will be safe himself for it. His team, with the smokers firing into the doorway and locking them out, giving him the time to do so. Again, right idea, wrong execution.
Yeah, and again, when they had a feeling he were planting, instead of having to push out into the danger and essentially get downed, you could have just thrown a smoke to delay that. So yeah, it makes sense that the smoke should have stayed down, but pushing to that position is definitely not a bad idea. It was a nice vantage point, just would have been better with a different operator.
Yep. But as it is, 3 rounds to 1 then in favor of Nemesis having that successful attack under their belt.
Protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
And now we're down into... don't know what that did. Down into defense once again for Nemesis. Onto the bottom floor they go. Redeem it. Trying to take out a pair of drones, currently missing all of them. To make it away, hide from him, dance from him, head towards the stairs, and finally he realizes that he doesn't have the time to continue chasing those.
Yeah.
And they live to fight another day. Little drones.
Just leaves them. Risky leaving drones though. They get a lot of intel, man.
Yeah, but it's more important to get his
reinforcements and things,
and stuff set up, and then kill them now.
Attackers drop the diffuser.
But he doesn't actually realize that was there either, and they are still set on preparing their defenses instead. So, Ducky's, wow, with that very first kill, taking down Cuckoo, who got overly aggressive to try and shoot them outside. It's just on my way to shoot, look for him.
Probably used to that because he's a roamer himself, so he'll be looking for them spots, won't he?
Maybe,
makes sense.
Yep. He was very ready for that early peek. Ducky's taking him down. He did get a little bit of a tag here onto King Dam with that shot, but Ducky's immediately shut him down and said no. And this time, well, it's a slightly slower attack from AGG. Top of the stairwell, Ducky sees the shots coming out from one angle.
Do
Redeemer's
not
now
push
in
in
there with
there
a
though.
shotgun. Yeah, you don't want to push
Frost.
in. Collateral's droned it, so they know Frost is in there.
Yeah, that is yeah. We've seen what Frost can do in that little position. Well, just anyone with a shotgun, basically.
Ducky's holding the angle again. Now they know that Frost is in there, but they also know there's an MP5 in there. They're waiting for both. The Twitch drone's going to go down, catch Redeemer, and the shield will lead the charge. Shield going first, takes a little bit of damage, but does get the shotgun down.
That was good.
But the Titan kills off one more. Titan taking a lot of damage, but does it to Thatcher as well. Thermo charge going out. Flashbang coming down from Havoc.
They're going to be able to push now because they've got two.
Still upstairs looking for a different angle. Havoc flashed himself. King Dam gets killed as they come up that stairway, and suddenly there's two people dead with Great peeked up there. And
Wow.
Dead takes down Duckies from behind. Great gets behind and slaughters them.
Really
Titan
did.
came up the stairs to kill Havoc. And there it was. How Great got up there, I wasn't quite sure, but Titan taking down that kill, finishing off Twitch.
I think Great came from behind.
Great did, but it's like, how behind? Duckies was sort of there, so how did he kill the other two before Duckies? I'm not too sure, but I think Ducky was on the top floor. He came up through the stairs, through the open office area,
Yeah,
shot them
that's
in the
what I'm
back, then
thinking.
Duckies came down and he finished him off too,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
a nice reactive roam there from X6. Great. Hearing that they're all in that location, all a little bit focused on the stairwell, going, all right, I'm coming up this way. It's a bit of a gamble, but so was the early peek from Cuckoo.
Yeah, they were a bit tunnel vision there, I think.
But ultimately, it's given them the match point, so can't be too upset with it.
Yeah, it was nice play with the shield as well. Even that, it was 1-for-1. You got rid of a really strong position with Frost.
Yeah.
So I quite liked that. And then breaching through the trap door to flush out the other person. It was really well played. I think they just, as I said, got two tunnel visions. They were all looking at the same place.
Yep.
And that allowed the roamer to just go behind them and
100%.
get three of them, I think.
Yep, that's what it was. So
Just shows you need to look everywhere. Don't get too tunnel visioned. Like, they were doing really well at their spot, but there's more than one spot to look at.
Bomb located by attackers.
So, AGG once more looking to defend the basement, fighting for their lives, fighting for the 3 points. But right now, they are one map up, so they will at least get 1 point out of this, and well, that's what Nemesis want, a second draw. Still technically
5 seconds to go.
undefeated, as they have never lost a best-of-2 series.
Recovered the bomb diffuser.
But they have
Attackers
lost
are
2
moving
maps
to
so
defuse
far.
the bomb.
Tornado's going for the peek outside, go for 1 or 2, grabs the shot, doesn't land it on Great. Now going to get shot in the back as he comes down. Actually doesn't do any damage at all
That was
to X6 Great there.
That was a kind of YOLO
It was, like,
strategy,
we're
'cause
losing
we
4
lose,
rounds to 1. Why not? I'll go and grab those
You
early
never
kills
know.
if I can. Could have lined them up beautifully and grabbed himself 3. But wasn't able to pull it off, and well, they take him down for the immediate man advantage then in Nemesis's favor.
Yeah, not good. And I was just looking as well, Nemesis is the only one who hasn't lost. They haven't lost 1 game.
Yep.
Wow.
Well,
Worst
and it
handler
looks
tie.
like they're going to draw this one. Finding another one in here. Great gets the shot and does get the down onto Duckies. It was close, but the last bullet does down him. We'll now look for this cap can trap on the left. Takes it out, pushes his way down again. This time AGG not been so good with the trades. But again, Duckies never really had a teammate there to trade with him. So nothing too new. As the rest of the team comes in to support.
Is this shocking so?
Yeah, he's shocking Ash down because it's safer than using pistol bullets.
Huh.
And then reviving him up.
Interesting.
A little bit extra damage. A little bit extra health, rather. Cuckoo finding out him from the garage, looking from this angle. 3 people coming down the stairwell now. There will be one right on the
Is
corner.
that a shotgun I see?
Nope, it's a Havoc with an MP5. But he could get one, does get one, takes down Great, but he was really low health. Now the drone is taking him down. Titan looking to peek in as well. There is still a King Dam in this location too, so they still need to get rid of this Twitch drone. They can't, there we go.
Watch out for your
Twitch
team
drone dead. King Dam now firing across into Redeemer, takes a lot of damage from his own trouble. Collateral has dropped, is looking to try and support from inside 8. They're keeping these guys locked here inside the tunnel. Cuckoo looking from behind. Redeemer coming straight across, will get down. Titan
Nice.
now is there, but King Dam will down the follow-up, and these two are both now dead. Swaggy Poo managed to push in from within inside the A-bomb site. Pins Havoc back down into this location, but Cuckoo with Swaggy Poo have gained control of B, using that garage push, using that second location of threat.
Attackers have dropped the bomb.
Swaggy Poo now inside the A-bomb site. We've switched up the defense locations. King Dam
The attacker's bomb diffuser
looking to
has
make a
been
push
lost.
through into here. Cuckoo having trouble planting this bomb.
Recovered the diffuser. Attackers dropped the diffuser.
Interesting. Which is giving AGG a little bit of a chance to get back in and push onto it.
Attackers have recovered their diffuser. 15 seconds remaining. 10 seconds
So,
remaining.
they're pushing forward for it. 8 seconds on the clock. Kingdom takes down Swaggy Poo. Cuckoo is finally getting the plant down. Does get it to succeed, but Havoc's coming around behind him. The shots will be there. And Havoc takes up Cuckoo and will get the defuse.
Nice.
4 rounds to 2 then on the board now for AGG. Quick update then on Rewritten versus Excellence. Map number 1, Canal, was 6 rounds to 4. To Rewritten, I believe. My mind just suddenly went back to Excellence. Sorry, thank you, yes. Excellence won it 6 rounds to 4. You've repeated it like 3 times in my head, and then I suddenly came to say it. And as I was mid-sentence, my mind just went, you know what, you don't need that information.
You were probably thinking of the last map, because I think Rewritten took that.
It's like, no, that's still the first map.
Oh, is it?
Pick your poison, L4
Oh,
Legendary.
yeah.
Pick your poison
They've
1.
told 2 different things.
Pick your poison 152 against L4 Legendary on Chalet. But then Excellence Rewritten, Excellence 1.
We're both getting confused.
Yes, Excellence 1.
2 different bits of information of 2 different games.
And yeah, I was like, well, my mind just instantly just went blank. It's like, here's the score, here's the map, here's the game. I'm not going to tell you who the winner is. Thanks, brain. Thanks.
Okay.
So, 4 rounds to 2 then. Still in it is AGG. And now they're looking to attack here into the kitchen and open office area against Nemesis. Cuckoo hasn't moved, and that scares me a little bit. But the drones are in surrounding. Kingdom's drone here as well. It's watching this spawn location.
There we go.
Keeping that idea, making sure there's over there. Yeah,
10 seconds to go.
coming forward and picking up some armor. Making sure it's safe.
5 seconds left. Attackers recovered the diffuser. Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
Now here they go. No crazy outdoor peaks this time around, I think. Nemesis, I'm not looking to drop any more rounds here. It could have been 5-1 up, deciding now that instead they're going to go 4-2, having lost that last one.
Attackers have located the bomb.
They could now be holding out this defense. So, AGG using the shield again. The recruit. Using Tornado's recruit shield to get in again. He's got the drones for vision, and right now he's just taking out all the cameras that he can find. But he's a little bit unsure about whether or not he should be coming in through here to tell us. Redeemer. I mean, I like this. Right, we talked about it earlier, right? We had Xbox on EU. We had a Supremacy trying to use triple Roma strats with barbed wire as their early warning system. What we got here from Nemesis is using reinforced doors as their early warning system. Now, I prefer the barbed wire because the reinforced doors also block your own movement when you're trying to get around and rotate away. The barbed wire doesn't. You can still run on that as fast as you like. Duckies was trying to flank around behind here and takes out Titan. And, well, Tornado thought he had Redeemer locked in here, but Redeemer immediately sprints away from him to go and deal with Duckies.
He wants to kill them. This is risky.
He's looking for him when he's on the reload.
Too risky.
Not going to happen. Too fast around the corner. Swaggy Poo shoots him clear in the back.
Waste of a shield.
Yeah.
If he made the read, but...
It's a really nice shot from Swaggy Poo, to be fair, but with the shield's back turned, it's not so hard to land the damage you need on him.
Yeah.
And that's going to give Redeemer all the time in the world to revive Titan, who was the man that traded downs for downs with Ducky. And now only 3 members of AGG are still standing.
Loading mag. Shotgun. Go live.
So, Natural up the stairs, King down the bottom of the stairs, and Havoc still outside. Once again, waiting for Nemesis to stick their heads into their crosshairs and make these mistakes that aren't really going to come. Titan is very close to the top of these stairs with the diffuser, but will trade down for the out. And then the smoke will immediately peak and take down Collateral. Kingdom, the last man standing, does breach a hole open into the bomb site. Gets great with it, but he's still got to find 3 people in 15 seconds. Redeemer's at the bottom of the stairways, And that's all she wrote.
There it is.
For map number 2. Nemesis winning it 5 rounds to 2. That is the kind of scoreline and the kind of play I think we expected.